Hi Aquarians, and welcome to your May 2020 reading. Thanks so much for tuning in. Just so you know, I'm still offering my free mini reading for all new subscribers. So if you're new to the channel and you like what you see and you'd like to ask a question about this reading or perhaps anything that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click the subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below. Or if you want to keep your question out of the public forum, please just email me at the email address below and I will also answer you there. I'll be happy to do that. Now, this month, I'm also offering an extended reading, which I have done on top of this reading. I pull some extra cards from a couple of different decks and go into more detail about this reading. So that is going to be $10. So if you're interested in that extended reading, also email me. I'll give you my PayPal details and you can deposit the $10 into my PayPal account, and I will then email you directly with the extended reading video if you're interested. So let's get into this month's reading. Now, this month I see that there is going to be some information that's going to be coming through to you, and it's going to be on a very intuitive level, and you really need to listen out for anything that sort of, when you're reflecting on things and you're going deep within, you need to listen to yourself. And I absolutely feel like you're going to be doing that, because I see that something in May is coming up that might be some pain or some heartbreak from the past that is still kind of with you. And it's this heartache that, look, everybody kind of, everybody goes through sadness in life, and there are moments that kind of fill us with sadness in our life experiences. And this is something that I feel that is still haunting you from the past. And, there's things that do help us get over those sorts of hurts and those sorts of experiences. And that's time, and it's also forgiveness. And some experiences just take time to heal, and it's best to give yourself the time. But you also need to forgive yourself as well as others. If there is something from the past that is sort of still lingering and causing you and holding you back in a sense. And I feel like this month you are going to be actually meditating, and you're going to be going on some inner journeys and reflecting inward. And if you don't do that, you need to plan for that for May, because you're going to get some clarity regarding this issue that is holding you back a little bit. And it's going to, you're going to get information that's coming through to you. And whether that is, coming through intuitively, or it's just going to, begin to make sense, and you're going to begin to gain an understanding, or perhaps you even know what it is that's holding you back, this hurt, and you're going to be getting some deep information that's going to help you to move on. And the King of Swords came out, and this card has come out for so many cards this month. And the King of Swords could be that it talks often about a person. It's an air sign, normally a Gemini, and it's somebody who can actually give us some really good advice, and they're really, really intelligent. They're they're a really good person to give you advice. And I feel like this month you might be turning to this sort of person to get the advice that you need to help you through this little thing that, as I said, could be sort of holding you back a little bit. Now, the King of Swords, he or she, it doesn't, don't focus too much on the sex or the star sign. It's really about the type of person that the King of Swords represents. And the King of Swords is really brilliant, and they're an excellent communicator, and they're perfect to mediate any dispute, and they're a really level-headed person. And if you need advice about anything intellectual or career related or even logical, the King of Swords has the answer, and you can really rely on it fully. But, the King of Swords, the only problem with the King of Swords is that it's all pretty much head stuff. The King of Swords relates to air, so it's all mental and intellectual. So emotionally, this person can be quite distant, and they're not really able to connect on a heart-to-heart basis. This person is really fully willing to commit to a relationship, and it's just that he or she, they'll operate within a romance the same way as they would relate to his business partners or her business partners. It's very intellectual, mental kind of relationship. So what I'm saying is that this particular person often emotionally isn't that deep, passionate, warm, emotional kind of person. And it doesn't mean that this person isn't going to love you just as much if this is someone that you perhaps are getting into a relationship with or moving on to that next level with. But they are somebody, as I said, who they do seem very distant emotionally. But nonetheless, this is a great person that you can get into a relationship if that's what you are considering. But I also see that this person is going to be the one that is going to be able to help you through this heartache or this pain from the past that you've been carrying. He's absolutely going to help you through that. And I feel like perhaps going to even provide you with a really stable, strong, happy family that is financially stable and affluent. And yeah, I can really see that is somebody who's in May is going to be helping you out on financial levels as well as those sort of heartbreak kind of situations. But look, in May, I see you starting out on a new foot. You've got the Fool. It's the beginning of a new journey, and I feel like you are going to be taking that journey, that emotional journey, and you are going to be leaving that whatever it is that you're hanging on to in the past. You are absolutely kind of going to say, you know what, that hurt, that pain, that thing that I've been carrying for so long, that's gone. And you are going to have a new awakening in May, and it's going to be wonderful. There is going to be a new you, in a sense. You're going to be completely transformed. Now, also in May, I do see the Queen of Swords. Now, this can represent a Libra, but it can also mean any legal issues that perhaps you are going through. I do feel you might be successful, or there could be some legal issues that are going on that the judgment is kind of going to be going on in your favour. Also this month, you might be looking at where you are accountable for some of the things that you have done in the past, or to do with this legal issue. You might be looking at that and just really assessing what's kind of happened and what role you played in certain situations. But overall, I really feel that there is this wonderful newness, this a new direction, a new journey that you will be undertaking, and it does have something to do with releasing all of this stuff that you have had in the past. Absolutely, emotionally, you are on a new journey. Also, I do feel that you could be on a new journey with this King of Swords. There is something, there's been an awakening there with this particular person. As I said, they are a great person to have in your life to help you get through any of those issues. They're great to give you advice if you need that person. And I do kind of see that that person is going to be the one that you are going to be able to have a really happy, strong, financially secure lifestyle with, family life, just creating that stability that, really is what everybody wants in that family unit. Now, also, your healing with the angels card is Archangel Michael. Now, Archangel, and I've just dropped the book. I was going to read out the meaning. Archangel Michael is actually a really powerful card. It's like one of the most powerful cards in the Storing Virtue deck, and I'll read out the meaning of that for you now. Sorry, I just grabbed the book. So Archangel Michael, this powerful archangel is with you right now. He gives you courage and helps release you from the effects of fear. Through this card, Archangel Michael is making his presence known to you. He is the symbol of true courage, stemming from knowing that God's love is the only power there is. Michael is letting you know that as you make changes in your life and as you encounter challenges, you are safe and secure. God and the angels help you stay true to yourself during trying times. Have heart-to-heart discussions with Michael often. Pour out all of your concerns to him. Don't worry about overburdening him. Michael, like all of the angels, is able to be with everyone simultaneously who needs him. He has no limitations of time or space, so he can help you and others concurrently. And you know what? That King of Swords is kind of like, he's kind of like, I do feel that this can be interchanged with Archangel Michael, because Archangel Michael, if you see in that picture, he's got the sword. He is the one that is going in there and cutting away all of the stuff, all of that fear, and that kind of relates to this hurt that you really, I feel are going to be dealing with in May, or it's certainly going to be coming up for you to deal with. And, as it was saying in this book, listen to those messages, like go in and ask the angels for help, meditate. I mean, even if you don't believe in that, just going within and silencing your mind and allowing the answers and things to come through intuitively is really important for you in May. So I hope that helps you, Aquarians. As I said, if you're interested in that extended reading, please email me and I'll give you all the details about how to obtain it. And have a great month, and I hope to see you next month. Bye, I love you.